Those who are waiting for the second coming of the Lord, take notice. Dayform Buddha. September 15, 2006. First, you must be an honest disciple of Jesus. The words of Jesus are the path to entering the kingdom of the greatest Creator. Almost every word spoken by Jesus is a heavenly secret. You must deeply comprehend and practice them. If you believe in Jesus, you need to fully understand the true meaning of every word he said, allowing Jesus to take root, sprout, blossom, and bear fruit in your heart. I've noticed that many of you try to take shortcuts. Instead of focusing on how to practice Jesus' teachings, you are preoccupied with guessing when Jesus will return and in what manner. This not only offers you no benefit but may also lead you astray. Only those who have sinned are obsessed with how and when the police will search them, and only workers who are not diligent keep an eye out for when and how the boss might suddenly show up so they can pretend to be good workers. You know yourself better than anyone else. You can deceive people, but you cannot deceive Jesus. Therefore, the best approach is not to worry about when or how Jesus will come but to focus on doing your work diligently. Everything you do will be deeply imprinted on the structure of your life. Regardless of when or how Jesus arrives, he won't be concerned with your outward appearance but with your heart. You must constantly use Jesus' words to examine your heart, your actions, your words, and your deeds. Only honest Christians will be rewarded. The schemes of deceitful people will ultimately fail. Some claim to be Jesus, some say the returning Jesus will be a woman, some say Jesus will come in the flesh of a real person, others say Jesus will arrive as a spirit, some say he will come quietly, while others say there will be signs and loud noises when he arrives. You should not pay too much attention to these claims. The most important thing is to keep Jesus' words, believing that he will not abandon his sheep. No matter where you are, as long as you are devout and faithful, you will be saved. Do not use Jesus' words to judge others. His words are not meant for you to measure others but to measure yourself. You can explain Jesus' words to others, but never assume your interpretation is the only correct one. If someone else's interpretation does not align with yours, reflect on it with your own understanding and feelings. Never attack or argue with others. The amount of work you do will determine the reward you receive. Even if Jesus never returns, we will still believe in him, believe that what he said is the truth, and continue to follow his teachings in our lives and work. At the same time, we must stay vigilant, aware that he may suddenly arrive at any moment, so we should always be prepared to welcome him. The weeds have already been separated, and the harvest of the crops has begun. Only hearts armed with Jesus' words will be able to sense all this. You must hold fast to your faith, holding on until the very last moment.